So MaxQDA is something they did to pay homage to Max Weber, who was and who still is a famous sociologist, and he's known for his ideas about bureaucracy. So now let's open MaxQDA. The latest edition is MaxQDA 24. Okay, let's open. So this is the icon of it. What happened? I hope it works. Where it goes? Yes. I have 30 free licenses for 30 days, and I haven't availed any one of them. I have my trainer license as well. But since you were also using, I suppose you were also using trial license, so I'm using trial license as well. So
let's check the time because here still I need 30 minutes for that. So
for downloading,
yeah.
The problem is that is why I already downloaded it. Because the last time when we were discussing NVivo here, maybe there's some security reasons here. That internet speed here is very limited. At least in this room, maybe you have experience in your room as well. Oh my God. So maybe when you go down, or maybe you somewhere else on the same floor, it will be downloaded like this, maybe 500 MBs, and sometimes you get 20, 30 MB speed per second here. I'm talking about downloading speeds. It is not because there is any fault in MaxQDA's website. It is because we have limited internet speed, at least in this room. That's I have experienced during NVivo time. So that's I can say you on my experience. So here you go. So you will find once you open MaxQDA for the first time, you will find these options. Right side, my projects. If you are working on any projects, recently opened projects, they will show here. And then news, if there's any news like maybe Tailwind, yes, here's Tailwind. And on the right side, helpful links. You will find video tutorials, find a trainer. Let's see how many trainers are there in United Arab Emirates. They have their information if you want to seek help from somebody who's a trainer. So find a trainer, and you don't require an account to have in order to search for a professional MaxQDA trainers. Location, which one I should choose? Middle East. Jordan, London, Amman, Iran, Jordan, Iran, and this is me. And there are so many. So you can find if you want, okay, maybe we should write location, and here we can write no, or maybe if you want to, okay, yes, very good. In NVivo, we faced some difficulty in handling Arabic text, right? If you remember in first session, but second session, it was sorted out. The beauty of MaxQDA is it can deal any language you want to deal with. Any language, because it supports Unicode. If you have Arabic transcript, if you have French transcript, if you have Tunisian transcript, it can deal with it. Sentiments and everything. Maybe sentiments library you should download, but it can deal at least for coding process. So yes, you can find your trainer here in your from your home country or from in your desired language, location, and topics as well. If you want, if you're doing content analysis, you can do it, and they will respond. I mean, MaxQDA asked us to be very responsive in case to retain our trainer status. So whenever I will get an email from somebody who got me from here, they will CC somebody from MaxQDA just to make sure I will respond in on time. But anyways, so find a trainer, all sources, and MaxQDA Press if they have any news, guides and literature, contact if you want to contact. And this software is owned by Verbi Software. So the company's name is Verbi, Verbi. So if you want to seek a point employment there, you can find it here. Coming back, so my projects and teams projects. If you are working in teams, and for that you need team cloud, and for that you need to pay extra. And the good thing is our college is in discussion with MAXQDA, and maybe for our qualitative classes, we will get some licenses for our students and for our faculty as well. Okay, my projects. So new project. Let's open a new project. Give it a name. This is very important. Max, check out the extension MX22 or 24. MX24. If you are working on 24 version of MaxQDA, then you should save it in MX24. But if you want, Professor Thoya is working on version 24, and I am working on version 22, an older one, because I have that license or something for any reason, then you should save it in MX22 because it will be an option here. Otherwise, 22 version users will not be able to open projects which are created in 2014. Okay, so this is very tricky. I mean, if somebody is using older version, then they should keep this thing in account. So let's say College of Communication. Selector folder is synchronized, maybe OneDrive or something, save. So here you go. And now I will, how to hide this? Like this. Okay, so maybe there's an option called MaxQDA. Why I clicked on it? But Windows. So there are 4 windows. I deliberately, I could verbalize it, but I deliberately opened because mind can retain visual information better than audio information. So there are 4 windows in MaxQDA. One is called document system. Second one is called document browser. Third one is called code system. And fourth one is retrieved segments. In this window, document system, you will have everything that you are going to import here. Document system. And in code system, you will have everything that you're going to code here. Like themes, codes, whatever you are going to create here. Here you are going to import files. And this, as its very name suggests, document browser. Whatever you import here, when you double click, it will open here. For example, you have an interview file and you import it here. When you double click, you will see a document viewer type. So document browser will come here. This is very tricky. So if you want retrieved segments, one more thing, what is segment? In NVivo, when you do one-time coding, drag and drop, it is called references. You are very near. Reference, I mean, okay, I am the interviewee and I gave you an interview and you code one line of my text to some code. This is called a reference from file to code. Here, it will be called as segment. Okay. That is one of the differences MaxQDA and NVivo has. So their reference here segment. Segment means the text that is coded from documents to codes.
Let me double check.
It is very tricky, yes.
If, for example, I did yesterday a focus group, okay. I had the transcription.
Got it.
So I uploaded it in document system. Okay, and then in the code system, I put the themes for themes. Research question or something. Good. And then
you open that focus group here.
It's going to be appearing here and here with the themes.
Themes, and you select a text and you will code into that themes.
Okay, it's going to be automatically, structured or something.
We will discussing it. We will discuss.
Then the segment there. The
segment. You mean. Okay, when you open some code here and you select some file there. Then the data that is coded from that file to that code will be shown here. I mean, there is 100 paragraphs here, and you coded only one paragraph to some code. and you only want to see that one paragraph, it will make more sense when I will practically demonstrate it. But for now, so that code system, the text in it, which is coded from some file, will be, because segment is the text that you code from files to codes, files to themes. Again, I would say a segment is the text that you code from a file to a theme. That will be shown here. So let's move forward. So keep in mind there are 4 different windows in MAXQDA: document system, document browser, code system, and retrieved segments. Okay. So you can see retrieved segments, document browser, and this is document system, and this is code system. Let's talk about this import ribbon tab. What type of data you can import in MAXQDA? Text, transcripts, whether you transcribe manually or automatically using YouTube. Remember, we talked last time how to do transcription using YouTube.
Yeah. Or Zoom, for example.
Or Zoom, or from your iPhone, or whatever.
Yeah.
Focus group, like you said, Professor. And then images, audios, videos, and then survey data. I mean, survey data, you may have asked some open-ended questions along with some demographic information, so that you can import. Then YouTube data. This is a plus for MAXQDA, it gave it here. Otherwise, in any way, you have to have encapture and then go to Chrome and download it or something. And then web page data. There is a limitation here. In web page data, you can only import one page that is showing on your screen, not like social media extraction, scraping. You want data from Elon Musk's Twitter profile, 60,000, 70,000 tweets, it will not be able to do it. If you want that, leave an email to me and I will do that. So structured data. You don't want to code inside MAXQDA, but you should give some structure to your file. I will show that structure as well. And the moment you import that file in this MAXQDA, it will automatically create codes, it will automatically create segments, it will automatically create folders there based on the structure that you give. And what structure you should follow, we will be discussing it. And then documents from Excel spreadsheet. This one and survey is more or less the same thing. And then reference management data, like Zotero, like EndNote, the references you want to import here. And then you can also create a document. Now let's import Word file. So text PDF. You need a break?
I don't know. I said Mashallah. Can you think?
So I'm going to use very advanced, yeah. And it is just the tip of, it is not even the tip of iceberg. Seriously, I mean, it is a word. If it is not the word, it is a word. So again, the same question, which some professor said, okay, wow, what are the major causes of stress among the students studying in Pakistani universities? What are the major causes of stress? They talked about university life comes with its own stresses, blah, 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 blah. That we used in NMVO. And I'm going to import it in MAXQDA. So 2 ways, drag and drop, or just hit at text PDF table and double click on it, and you will see. Now it will give you more sense what I was discussing before. Document system.
It's showing there as it is.
Document browser, because that Word file that you created is shown here. And then now we are going to code something that will come here, and then we'll see. So this is, and this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, these are paragraphs. Wherever you hit enter, it will count it as a separate paragraph. Because you know the common sense of paragraph is where you hit enter, it will be counted as paragraph. So this is not line number. Because if you see 11.
Oh.
Got my point, right?
Yeah. Each one.
Paragraph. So this paragraph, it has some demographic information: name, age, education, university, public or private, monthly family income or something. And I want to document this thing, and then I want to code. So, I mean, if I have 10 or 15 or 20 interviews, so then I can compare those who are studying in public universities. What are their stressors?
So better to put them in separate paragraphs or all of them together.
Excellent question. There's no hard and fast rule for that. We can import this information even if we don't have it here, even if we have it in a separate Excel sheet. And what structure? There should be a structure. What structure that is required to be followed? I will discuss it. So, I mean, just for discussion, I wrote it here, but it is not required to be like that every time. It could be saved in Excel sheet separately. It could be saved at the bottom of it, wherever. So let's proceed with coding first. Let's do it with coding. So the question was, so it looks like very dull, right? I mean, background. So here you can change it. Let's change it. Okay. Please come back. Hello. Yes. It is better, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, code, for example, put like causes of stress.
causes of stress. Excellent. We can create a code by right clicking here and create a new code, or by hitting here and create a new code. Let's say causes of stress. And then we can create a subcode as well. Here, you can right click here, new code, or you can simply hit here and new code. And then you can give each code a separate color as well.
Yeah.
Whether you want to give red to financial strains, financial stress or something, or whatever. You can come up with your own coloring system.
What I did is that I did highlight the coding for red, for example, red, and I tried to give it a name before I see how you made the codes. So how is this different?
Come
I did
again?
the highlight here, for example. I did highlight for the sentence.
I will
What
come to that point. And this coloring is about not about coding. Coding is a process of dragging and dropping. This process is about codes itself. Give coloring to codes, and doing coding using colors are two different things. And that you will come to know in a while. So let's say financial stress, and you can give it red, and it will show here. Here. And then academic marks pressure. Maybe scholarship. If I don't, get this number of marks, then my scholarship will be gone or something. And that you can give yellow, that type of stress or something. So that you can do. Once you create a code,
I did stress and this
yes,
code
deep level, yes, it is called subcodes, subthemes.
Very bold.
Text.
Yeah. Causes of stress, and then you can create a subcode under this. That will be a part of causes of stress.
Yeah, how to do this?
Right click and then create a new code. Yes.
That one.
I will do that. I will do it right now.
Okay.
Or else you can create many codes and then drag and drop. You can do it. And you can go to 10 levels deep. Code, subcode, and then subcode of subcode, and then subcode of subcode of subcode, and then blah, 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 blah. 10 level deep you can go.
This is very important.
Very?
Causes for stress.
Yes.
Very important.
Variable. Yeah. Because excellent. It is also a variable because the number of references will be varying.
Yeah.
It is a variable. So right click and let's go through the data. First, academic pressure. So academic pressure is a stressor, and you can give it a color as well. So you see, so this has become a child code of parent code.
Yeah.
So academic
If we want another code, not
here,
subcode, we're gonna there the code
here.
that one. Okay.
If we want to create a main theme,
Yeah.
then we will
Him
get it
there. Come on. Okay.
And then opportunities for future, let's say. Causes we have documented that opportunities and then future goals or something, and then you can create codes here. I mean, it depends what type of data you have. Now, how to do coding? Okay, keep this in mind. If you are going to do, I mean, let's say, firstly, academic stress, blah, 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 till here. So this is one sentence, right? If you are coding a sentence, then please be consistent throughout the coding procedure. Because, for example, this time you are coding one sentence, and next time you are coding three words, let's say. And then at the analysis stage that we are not going to touch today, maybe next session, when you are going to analyze codes based on number of times the data had been coded into those, it will mislead you. This zero means how many times you have done this drag and drop. So if you are going for a sentence, this is in a way called unit of analysis. So what is your unit of analysis? Whether it is a word, it is a sentence, or it is the whole news story. If it is a whole news story, then select all the text and then code. If you want to make a comparison between types of stories or something. But if you actually want to dig out what is being said inside news stories, then go for sentence by sentence, paragraph by paragraph, word by word if you are linguistics students or professors, you know. So be consistent. If you are going for sentence by sentence, then keep it as it is. Throughout the process, be consistent, because then if you are not doing it, you will be facing high waters at analysis stage. This is one of the common mistakes that students make. One time they code sentence and the next time they code a word or something. Let's do that. First, academic pressure is immense. So this is about academic pressure, right? So there are different ways of doing coding. First is drag and drop. Here you go. I just coded one text, one sentence, and you will see a few changes. This stripe, you will come to know that this code, this line is coded to this code, academic pressure, and you will see one here, which means one time you have done coding to it. And then, yes, let's go next. Next line, heightened by limited available of quality education sources and the perception that academic achievement is. So educational infrastructure is not good in Pakistan, maybe. So education infrastructure is the next code. Right? So, or maybe it is part of educational something. It's up to you how you decide. If it is a part of education, so just drag and drop here. So you see, Professor, then we read this one, this line. This pressure is heightened by the limited availability of quality education. And we name, I mean, okay. So there are, as you all know, there are two types of coding: inductive, deductive. Inductive means you have, okay, yes, you have something in mind, but you don't create codes before diving into the data. This is called inductive. And if you are following deductive approach, you are not going to grounded theory lens, and you have some theory, for example, user and gratification needs and blah, blah, whatever, then you can create codes before diving into the data. But now, since we are, I mean, assumably, we are going through inductive coding process. So I am reading sentence and then coding it. So first sentence, I found it qualified to be in educational infrastructure. And the second thing is about, education infrastructure, or maybe we have done it wrong, because this education infrastructure should be a part of academic pressure. Because first sentence is about academic pressure, and inside this academic pressure, the same interviewee is talking about quality educational infrastructure or something, right? So it's up to you. I mean, if your research question, if your process wants this to be a subcode of this parent code, it's up to you.
Now I feel like I'm lost actually.
So
Should I
For the new movie,
no for the selection actually?
hold
The
on.
process of selection of the text.
Coding.
Yeah.
The thing that we need to keep in mind is we can select sentence and code it to some code
Ah, okay. In each
we give that
for
one,
the-
right?
like
in each
step.
file. Let it be 10,
Wow.
let it be 100, let it be 1,000, whatever. If it is Excel, each row,
Wow.
there is no automation. Yes, there is an automation which is called AI assistant.
Wow.
That we are gonna cover. That will make your coding process smooth
Hmm.
and easy, less reliable.
Oh.
Because the best one is human way of doing coding.
Hmm.
So first sentence would go to academic pressure. Next sentence would go to educational infrastructure inside academic pressure. And maybe next sentence would go to financial pressure. And next sentence would go to family expectations. And next sentence would go to lack of job opportunities, because it is also a cause of stress that this interview is talking about, supposedly. So this is called coding process. Another efficient way of doing it is, if you don't want to do it in MAXQDA, inside MAXQDA, let's say this is a file and it is about an interview talking about how good UAE is in terms of providing opportunities for expatriates, for foreigners. So let's say, and what one way of doing coding is, I mean, now first we discussed importing Word documents. Now we are going to import PDF. And the advantage of PDF is, and there's a disadvantage as well. The advantage of PDF is we can highlight it. For example, this sentence in red or maybe green, and this sentence in green, and this sentence in green, just highlight
Before uploading.
before uploading.
Okay.
It is like giving a
Yeah,
structure.
this is better.
And what it would do, it will code
This is my-
similar color
Yeah.
to one code
Okay.
of green maybe, and then later we can change its name. You got my point? So let's say this one is about salaries are good. And this one is also about salaries are good. This one is also about, and this one is future opportunity. This one is skill improvement. This one is about this. So you can give the relevant text similar color and then import in MaxQDA. So let's do it. This paragraph. How to change the color? Here you go. Maybe which one you like? Pink? Because we have three and what? No, we are equal. So yellow, and then next one is blue, and next one again. We can do that, but we are software dependent then, because we're doing it in but manually before importing data. So let's do it in green, light green. Coloring scheme in MaxQDA is a bit different than the range of colors we have in any PDF viewer or editor. So maybe light green will be converted into green in NVivo because it in MaxQDA because it doesn't have light green or something. And then again this one. Yellow.
Yeah, not Word.
Yes, excellent. If you give coloring in Word and import it, MaxQDA will not get that coloring scheme. I mean, according to my experience, maybe it worked for you, but for my version, it will not. You can try it on your computer. So save as, and for our ease, colored coding. And here, color coding. Now go to MaxQDA and then import text PDF. Where is color coding? Color code. You see, the file is imported and the codes are automatically created.
Then you change.
And in yellow, there were 3 paragraphs that we gave yellow to 3. And now what you can do, you can change its name.
Yeah.
You can change, I mean, every time when you are coding colors, it will be Word/PDF text highlight. You can change it to causes of stress.
Yeah.
You can give it this anything you want.
We have this ability to rename the.
Yes. At any stage, you can rename anything here, anything there, anything there. Excellent. So the drawback of PDF, this is the advantage of PDF, importing PDF files in MaxQDA. The drawback is you cannot edit actual document inside MaxQDA if you have imported PDF. But if you have imported Word, then there would be an edit option somewhere here,
Yeah.
and you can turn it on and then edit this actual transcript. You got my point?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
PDF, you can coloring and import them as codes, and Word, you can edit.
Now I have, for example, mixed digital file. Okay, and I did 7 sentences, drag and drop, as we mentioned. Okay, now I want MaxQDA to go through all my file and do the same coding. Because
This is called
yeah.
this is called please thank you so much for being here, sir. So this is called NVivo can do it, but MaxQDA will not. NVivo, if you allow me, but this coloring you will not have in NVivo.
Yeah.
I told you this MaxQDA is good in many ways, which NVivo might not be able to do it for you, but vice versa also. For example, yes. For that, I will suggest you, and then you can do coding in. Excellent. This reminds me of something that I want to discuss. So let's import the same colored thing here and see what happens. Import files and MaxQDA colored coding, and you will see simple importation. If you double click, it is there, but you have to do manually, drag and drop and all.
Then you can follow the same.
How to do that? If you right click, I mean, in this file, you have coded 7 sentences, 7 paragraphs, but there are 100 paragraphs in it. So auto code, I suggest you to explore this option. use existing coding pattern. But for that, you should do significant coding. So it could know what is your coding pattern, right? Coming back to MaxQDA. So this coloring, this is a very a huge advantage for MaxQDA users. Use these colors. And one more thing, you can code into emoticons as well. These emotions.
Oh,
What generation Z call it? These emoticons like smiles and sad sign emojis. Some people call it emoticons. This MX will call it emoticon. How to do it? Here you go. Hit here. And it will create a code. Or maybe, hold on. And select, and it will be coded here. Maybe here you go. And what is the benefit of it? Should I show you one of my recent papers in which I used this? Where is submissions? It is a sentiment as well as, I mean, in whatever way you want to use it. So this is also an option here. And just to not make it boring, you can code this way and then change its name. Right? I mean, smileys means positive things. Sad means challenges. Angry means anger or something, whatever. So this way you can do it. And this, I mean, okay, drag and drop, right click, and with new code or existing code. And then there's a efficient way of doing it as well. There is a option called open coding mode. If you select it, and if you select this sentence, it will save you 2 clicks. The moment you select this one, it will open this dialog box. And you can select existing code, or you can select a new code in which this sentence will automatically be coded. And it will save you 2 clicks. And this is called coding mode. In order to not proceed with it, you have to deselect it. So this is PDF advantages, and this one is Word, but you can inside change. And you can turn it off. But in PDF, you will not be able to see it. And but the good thing about PDF is even if it is a picture and there's a text in it, it will see the text. Yeah, it will recognize it. It works on OCR something. So I mean, my handwriting is very bad, but you can try with your own. Just write something, take a picture, upload it here as PDF, and then see if it recognizes those characters or not. iPhones and other softwares can do it already, but it is a great facility in the MaxQDA that it offers you inside the software. So you can go and explore images. Let's explore image. I have downloaded some images. Let's export this one. Let's explore all of them. So, okay, I can create folders here as well. It is called document group. So I would say images. Okay, so I have imported all images. Double click, and here you go. Suppose this is a focus group. And now how to do image analysis in NVIDIA, in MaxQDA. It will take some time for me to forget about anything because I went to 11 different countries to train their faculty and students of different universities there. And this MAXQDA, I got the expert certification in 2022, maybe. I went to different universities, but I use NAVivo the most, honestly, among both two. And surprisingly, I have given up using both of them
Now,
because now I'm using
Python
R, Python, and R.
Mhm.
And I would give due credit to Professor Jason and other people like Professor Lee as well, who encouraged me to go and explore more and more and more. So it will take some time. Pardon me for that. It will take some time for me to forget about NAVivo. But if you are using NAVivo, I have some slots available in my license. Since I'm not using it, so I can give it to my you are also my students, so my students in the college as well. I'm not talking about you, Professor. You are my mentor, you are my teacher. I'm talking to them when I talk about students. So let's say we are going to do image analysis. How, in what way we can do? I mean, images, we can select area and we can go to codes and create some codes, maybe involved in discussion, playing games, chit chatting. So I can select this group and I will code into attentive listeners.
Okay.
And this one, chit chatting.
Mm.
And this one, maybe playing games on mobiles. And this one, and the whole group. So then I can see up to how many, I mean, let's say I have 100 pictures.
Yeah.
And then I can make a comparison, how many of them doing this, that, blah, blah. And then we can.
Manually have to do each one of the 100. Wow.
And if you want to follow up the structure, then NAVivo.
Yeah, okay.
But I would not suggest you to do NAVivo. There are two reasons.
Yeah.
One, it is very rich. Then NAVivo in many ways. NAVivo is not rich in many ways than MAXQDA, but it is better. Second is our college is going to purchase the license of MAXQDA, so you will have access to full version of MAXQDA. But still, you have
better to use it for a small sample, maybe to go deeper.
I mean, if you have Professor 100 files, I would not suggest you, or 1,000 files for that matter. I would not suggest you to go for manual coding. Because there's, I mean, only if you have a year to complete a paper.
Yeah, this is it.
But if you want to.
We need automated way to do it.
We do, let's automate and they can continue.
I told you now I am analyzing some 177,000 news. And I didn't use MAXQDA, I didn't use NAVivo. I'm using computational way. For example, I talked about DeepSeek, right? In the start of this. How I did that? I shortlisted some keywords that indicate sportive role of media. For example, innovation is a word that indicates sport.
5 minutes left.
So we can continue if you have time.
Yeah.
Maybe if 10 or.
Okay.
So fast. So
Yes.
In today's session, we were aiming to discuss importation and coding only. That was our aim. And you all will get, and online participants will get certificates issued from MAXQDA. Along with, I will talk to Professor Muhammad Musa if we could provide a certificate from college as well, like we did at NAVivo time. Also, you can email me and you can have that serial number of MAXQDA to be, so you can be able to use it for 30 days at least. And if you need an extended version, you can send an email and I can share a slot from mine as well. So this way you can code the data. Let's do it and let's be a little quick. So let's say. So you see, this is, let me create a new one and chit chat. And the next is listening attentively. This one is chit chatting. Oh, sorry. This one. So you see, this is how. And this one is I'm just giving an example. Right click and drag and drop that area, that area. And see, and since we are not discussing analysis, we are only focusing on importation and coding for now. And sitting alone might be a new code as well. It's up to you. And it depends here as well. You know, who is taking notes, who is listening to attentively, who is playing mobile games, who is eating. Maybe also you are sitting there. And then, okay. So this way, I mean, okay, let me show you an instance. I was in Pakistan in one of the universities, maybe Big National University or some university. And one of my friends sitting like this. Let me show you. Like this, and this.
Wow.
And there was a speaker who was not discussing this. He said, you know what this gesture means?
Judging and
It means you know everything
Oh.
and you are not interested in listening to me because you were sitting
yes, yes.
like professionals. And she deserves to sit like this because she knows more than me.
The girls are fine to sit like this. The girls are fine. Women are fine. But men,
But speakers, they will, I mean, I can give
No,
you.
as a speaker, we cannot sit like that.
right?
As a speaker.
It's up to,
As attendee, yeah. Because we are listening, you know.
but that was a speaker
Hmm.
and my friend was an attendant. I don't mind. You can sit anywhere you want. But that speaker, still you know, it is saved in my memory. If you sit like this, it means I like this as well. Crossing your legs. Yes, you know everything and you are not interested in it. So I would request you to please sit in a, I mean, that's the speaker said. So it's keeping in view this. We can select this lady and select she's confident
Yeah.
and
Wow.
he is attentive and overconfident.
Excellent.
He is very attentive and listening. Yes.
Yeah.
What is this means if you cross your legs? And yeah, you can have your own meanings
Yeah.
based on a
To
theory.
Theory, huh? Semiotics.
Based on a theory. Semiotics.
Yes.
If there is a war something image, you can give it a meaning and select the area and drag and drop or something. And I will deal with it at analysis stage better. How to make sense of the coding that you have done using the area and all. So this is how you can do coding from images. And by the way, you can do coding, let's say this one, into these codes as well. Existing codes as well, stressors as well. But how to make sense of and how between text and these, we will figure that out in our analysis stage. Okay, next. And you can do, you see, I just drag and drop and this stripe comes and say this area is coded to, I randomly selected it, right? And you can do it with videos as well, Professor. And
Yeah.
duration and then drag and drop. Audios as well, videos as well. Survey data, it is related to variables. We will discuss it later. YouTube data. Do you remember we discussed this YouTube data in NVivo? So let's recall it. If you hit at here, we only need to give, I mean, it will download comments and transcription as well. So from here, I mean, after learning all this and Python as well, I gave up transcribing interviews manually. I still remember one of my professors gave me a 40 minutes interview and asked me to transcribe manually. I was working in a funded project. God's honest truth, it took me the whole day to transcribe that. Because when you listen and then you pause and then write and then come again and then play, listen, stop, write. And there's an efficient way of doing it as well. There is a paddle. You know, when paddle, I said paddle. So what first thing comes to my mind is paddle sweep. Cricket's champion trophy is playing in Dubai and in Pakistan as well. Cricket is the second most famous sport in the. So paddle sweep is something like when you hit with your bat. So it is called paddle switch. So it is like if you hit with your foot, it will pause. What? No, no, no. It is not because of my foot. So if you hit that paddle switch, it will pause and then you can write. And if you hit again, then it will play. And there's a so. But after learning these automation and YouTube and everything, automated transcriptions, I gave up doing this. So what you need to do is just give the URL link. Mm, which one you like to download? Let's say Trump speech. And 1.4 billion, 1.30K. Let's select a very short. Maybe this, no, this one may be better. 1.2K views. Sorry, I'm sorry. So 35 comments and the transcription is not available because MAXQDA will only be able to download the transcription of YouTube videos if this CC you can turn on. This is called automated transcription. You know it better than me.
Yeah.
But our aim is to download the comments. These 35 or maybe let it be 7,000. I chose 35 because it will take some time to download more than 1,000 or something. If you are going to download 2,000, it will give you comments in two files, 1,000 each. 100 to 1,000, 101 to 2,000 in two different files. But let's discuss the structure would remain the same. So let's discuss and let's copy this video link and paste it here. Retrieve video information. You have to click here. Import comments. And auto code comments I don't want for now because this auto coding I was planning to discuss next time because I just wanted to finish the first basics of the basics in this class. And then maybe in Ramadan after fasting, then we can discuss because neither you would have the energy to listen. So auto code transcription if available, since we already know that it doesn't have any transcription, so I am gonna deselect it. So import comments and okay, top level comments. This is very interesting. If you want to select what top level means, it means the comments, not replies to those comments.
Okay.
So if you want to download, I mean, maybe out of this 35, 10 of them may be replies by the author of the video. So if you want to download only the top level, the main comments, then you should select this one. Or if you want to count replies as well, then you should select this option as well. Deselect it. So, okay. 37 comments are downloaded. So this is document browser. So now this is a document. And what information we have now? Number, first comment, this is comment. There are so many ways in Max. I deliberately not discuss those auto coding features because, okay, so if you go to what is AI assistant, you will see some AI coding. You can do AI coding, but I'm not going to discuss this today because otherwise you will not be interested in listening to this. Okay, drag and drop and all and blah, blah. So I wanted you to learn this first and then we will go for automation. So comment, author, who commented that? Author URL, top level, yes, it is a main code. Replies, if there are any replies, and if there are any likes to that comment, when it was published, and if it is updated or not. Sometimes we click on publish and then we say this word should not be. So we can analyze all this data. And again, we can double click, select this one, and code it anywhere we want in the codes. You got my point? Okay, so
here it's choice to code. Should
excellent. Through auto coding that we are going to discuss next time. There's the automated way. I mean, if you want to code each entry into some codes automatically. Suppose let's say we have 7,000 commits.
Yeah.
It is very unreal to code it manually.
Yeah.
So there are automated ways that we are not going to explore today.
Okay.
Next session, because me and Professor Muhammad Ibn Musa discussed, we are going to finish this MAXQDA since we are considering of, I mean, college is considering of purchasing its license. I will be here to assist students as well. We are going to learn it in full, not in parts, not in some part of it, every function it has.
Okay.
So today only importation and some part of coding. And next we are covering coding and some analysis as well. So, okay, you can code it in here and then save project as. One thing that I should discuss at first is if you hit here, this option, it will give some options. Search for updates automatically, software updates. Do not embed. If you want to embed files, I mean, if you save project, your files will also be saved in that project. And it will be MX24 or MX22 that we discussed at start. The files larger than 5 MB will be stored externally. And you can select a folder for external files. So next time when you save a project, it will save only those files which are embedded in that project. I mean, it will carry forward those files with its project. But if you want to save that which exceeds from 5 MB, we can increase that MBs that are called external files. And I told you it is stored in a separate folder. But if you want to carry forward that external files with your project, along with your project, you should go to external files here and bundle external data files. Since we don't have any external file now, so you should first bundle external files. It will save zip file, .zip file. And then you should copy the zip file in some way, preferably with project file. And then next time when you are importing, opening that project, and if you want to get those external files as well with that project, then the same unpack bundle data files. For example, I have some external files that I want to share it with Professor Thuria. I will bundle them and I will give her that file, that zip folder in USB or maybe WeTransfer or maybe something, and she is gonna unzip it, go to unpack bundle data files. For example, let's say this is a transcript file and we can link a video file to it. Transcript will be saved here, but video file will be stored externally because it is more than 5 MB. So when you unpack that bundled file, then you can keep it as it is. It will be shown in your project. And yeah, this AI thing we will discuss next time. Import, we have discussed YouTube data, web page. You can export URL. You can web pages where links from Excel sheet. Web collector, it has a web collector. If you go, hold on. This is called web collector. If you want this data, web page to be saved as PDF, you can hit here and select collect. It will not collect Twitter data. It will not collect Instagram data, nothing. But PDF as HTML, web page as HTML, and import in MAXQDA or PDF or something like that. And then this reference we already discussed. New document. If you don't like any of these document, you can create new text document, table document, something like that. And codes. There are different ways of coding as well. Maybe we have already surpassed our due time. If there's another class here or whatever. So yes, you can. Oh, sorry. Excellent. So I am gonna open a new file because for that retrieved segment we should have something coded into different codes. So I'm gonna open sample project that you can open as well. Uh, Maybe I have already opened it, but you can go to examples. These are the sample projects available. Life balance, okay. Okay. So now you can make some sense of sample project. Ideally, there should be a whole subject to cover MAXQDA or NVivo, for that matter, like SPSS. You cannot cover SPSS in one class. It should have a full-fledged subject in your program as well, something. So MAXQDA is the same thing. So you know now what this stripe means. It means that data is coded to this code or something. And you know this is a folder and these are the files and something. You know these are the codes, right? There's another feature called activation. Activation. So excellent question. I should have discussed it before. For example, we have multiple files, we have multiple codes. Let's say, I want to see the text which is coded into this code randomly. This code, but that should have been coded from these two. Something like that. So there is an activation system in NView. MAXQDA. I told you it takes some time. MAXQDA. So what we can do, we can activate these files, we can activate that code. And whatever text we are looking for, it will be shown in the retrieved segments. And segment is the data. Yes, good. How to do it?
Say, for example, this code was mentioned in these two files and
Excellent
places.
So let's say I am interested in looking for data in education code. And as well as friends and sorry, first education only. And let's see what this interview we talked about education. So you will see the data. This is the activation. This is a very unique feature MAXQDA offers. And we will not be able to, is not able to offer you that. So what now? Let's make sense of all four windows. Document system, document browser, code system, and retrieval segments. So now if I deactivate it, it will be gone. And now if I want to see what this interview we talked about, let's say work-life balance, and then quiz. Only one time. And there are so many other options, like, let me show, I mean, just to make, if I right click here, word cloud, and I will end it on this. Just to keep your interest intact for the next session. We have so many options. So this is the top words from that interview file. We can select codes and select the top words. The good thing about MAXQDA is we can filter adjectives. We only want to see the top adverb words, top conjunction words, top determiner words, interjection, noun, numerals, symbols. Let's go at position. Only these ones. And then let's go adjectives. Flexible, typical, mentality. flexible schedule, English language or something, and adverb. These are the top ones. Then quite vary or something. We will make sense out of it in our next session. Any question?